Okay, so thank you for having me here. My name is Aseem Malhotra. I manage the business for India and South Asia for BrainLab India Private Limited. We are a Munich headquartered Bavarian organization, launched in 1989 with operations in India for the last almost 15 years. We have a fairly large presence here with an installation base of over 250 systems across India and neighboring countries. Our two main business verticals include image-guided surgery. So this means surgical navigation, robotics, and intraop imaging, as well as patient positioning systems and treatment planning software, primarily AI-driven software for radiation oncology treatments. Yeah, it's a good question. I think for especially downstream healthcare providers, there is no getting away from investing in technology, and this usually means large capex investments. And I think it's not an easy decision to make today because you're making significant investments into a system which may last you for the next 10 years. And how do you decide at the pace at which technology is evolving? How do you decide what is relevant today, which will still be relevant in 2035? So I think uh, maybe I won't use the word overhype, but I think the technology that is possibly being talked about the most today and will be highly relevant in the future is robotics, of course. And I think the journey for robotics is going to be very interesting because we are probably today at the tail end of the first phase of robotics, so to speak, in medical devices, which has been primarily industrial robots or assembly line robots, which have been repurposed for medical devices. I think the future of robotics really lies on the intelligence behind the robotic system, right? So, which are the organizations that are really focusing on clinical workflows? Which are the organizations which are focusing on the patient journey, on the clinician journey? How are you mapping that into planning and other software tools that are essentially going to be the brains behind the robotic system, right? And I think robots that are developed from the ground up, especially to be in those clinical situations. So, for example, a surgical robot in an OT, how can tomorrow's surgical robot have a smaller footprint? How can it become an assist to the surgeon and to the clinician team, rather than maybe taking up half the OR and trying to do the job of the surgeon, right? So I think that's really where, at least in the mid to long term, I think robotics is going to move, and it's going to be in every part of healthcare. I think there's no denying that. It's a big question. I mean, AI is a very broad topic, but I think specifically to healthcare, probably the biggest both challenge as well as opportunity for scalable AI adoption is how do we create more open and inclusive platforms, right? So today, a lot of the data sets that work in the background, which actually feed into the AI algorithms, right? Maybe those data sets are restricted to a certain patient population, right? For example, maybe a large part of a lot of the software that is driven today, planning software, etc., is based on a patient population which is primarily Caucasian. How do you translate that to meaningful, clinically oriented outcomes using these AI tools for an Indian or a South Asian patient population, right? So I think one of the big opportunities, again, given our evolving healthcare landscape in India, the size of the patient population, the so many efforts on digitization through the federal, union, and state governments in healthcare. I think the biggest opportunity lies in capturing good quality data, patient data, which is relevant to our patient population, doing it in an organized manner, data storage, data privacy. I think those are very important aspects to look at. If we can figure some of those out, I think the quality behind some of those machine learning algorithms which feed into the I think those will become much more relevant, especially for our patient population. And at BrainLab, that is something that we are actively working with a lot of our reference clinical sites to start building some of those data sets which we build into our AI systems, for example.